The man was completely stunned by the scene before him. A living, breathing child stood right in front of him, and that face, he knew it better than anyone. But the problem was, just a month ago, he and his wife had held their daughter's funeral. His mind was in turmoil. Who was this girl? Was it his daughter brought back to life, or was this an elaborate hoax? Although he was extremely nervous, he forced himself to suppress his fear. Jack quickly ran to the bathroom to check the situation. However, just as he pulled back the curtain, his daughter suddenly vanished into thin air. His wife, standing nearby, was also startled. Ever since losing their child, Jack had been acting strangely. It really seemed like he was hallucinating. Feeling lost, Jack returned to the living room, but another eerie scene unfolded before him. His daughter was sitting right there on a chair. He didn't even dare to look directly at the girl in front of him. Was she a human or a ghost? Jack looked around the room but couldn't summon the courage to approach her. At that moment, his wife came down the stairs. As they hugged, Jack met his daughter's gaze once again. He asked his wife if she could see the girl, and to his shock, she said yes. What happened next would completely turn Jack's world upside down. His wife had completely lost all memory of their daughter's death, as if that tragedy had never happened. The entire world seemed to have changed, rewinding to the time before the accident. Jack quickly called his relatives and friends to confirm, but everyone on the other end of the line angrily scolded him. Why was he going on about his daughter being dead? That's when he realized his experiment had actually succeeded. After his daughter's accidental death, Jack often experienced what people called the Mandela effect, which led him to a bold idea. What if this world was nothing more than a programmed simulation? Using his years of experience as a game developer, he successfully altered the system's core code. Just as Jack thought he had defied fate, his wife's behavior began to change. She started becoming more and more unstable, even showing signs of suicidal thoughts. Due to Jack's reckless modifications, the data of this world was collapsing. Cracks started appearing in everything around them. His once gentle and loving wife became irritable and violent, even smashing the plate he was eating from. Seeing this, Jack had no choice but to drag her home. The following days only became more bizarre. His wife's mental state deteriorated further, and she started screaming at their daughter, claiming that the girl's existence was disrupting the program. Jack gradually realized the truth. His modifications had completely destabilized the world. In a desperate attempt to save his family, he sought help from his professor. It turned out that Jack had secretly altered the system's mainframe without telling him. But what Jack never expected was that the professor had actually died 2 months ago, even though he had just met with him days before. It was clear now, the system was rapidly repairing the glitches. Jack watched as the glass in his hand began to crack. He made a decision. He had to rewrite the code once again. This time, he would go even further. He directly programmed a reboot sequence, intending to reset everything to the moment before his daughter's accident. As the code executed, the world around him began to change.